Hey guys, what's up? Looks like we have more content from the Gamescom demo to go over today, as I figured would be the case. Gamescom is running for a week long, and the embargo on the closed demo over there is expected to lift this upcoming Tuesday. I figured I would have to make a follow-up to my last video, and sure enough, hours before it went up, there was more content from the Frontiers demo. So I was like, yep, I'm gonna have to do a part 2 today, and then I'll go into a part 3, a part 4, on and on. Let's not waste any time, let's get into this. First of all, though I hate to start this video off on a slightly sour note, I have to acknowledge the elephant in the room. Cyberspace. From watching the last wave of footage coming from Gamescom, I and many others immediately took note of how it copied Windmill Isle Act 1 from Sonic Unleashed right down to the last asset. Like no joke, it is quite literally a clone. I could at least look at Green Hill Zone from, say, Sonic Generations, not the 3DS version though. Act 1 is a complete ripoff of Green Hill Zone Act 1 from the original Sonic 1, not with HD Generations though. I could look at Green Hill Zone from that game and immediately spot the differences between that and Sonic 1's Green Hill, because at least it renovates the stage well enough that it stands on its own. And no, this is not the first time this has happened before anybody points this out. It happened with the Game Land stages in Sonic Colors, and those are never the main draw to the game, so it was whatever, but I kind of felt that those were wasted slots, honestly. And then there's the fact that I just pointed out Green Hill Act 1 in Generations 3DS as being a clone of Sonic 1's Green Hill Zone Act 1. The same thing happened with Casino Night Act 1 and Mushroom Hill Act 1. They were deliberately ripped from their original games, but simply prettied up to take advantage of the Generations 3DS hardware. Way to waste a chunk of your stage list, am I right? Now, when it came to Sonic Frontiers, I wasn't rattled by this at first. I love Sonic Unleashed, and I'm willing to accept any nods to the game. What I wasn't counting on though, was it becoming a recurring theme for either all of or most of the Cyberspace lineup. And then just today, we get a new wave of clips, for like 3 stages, one of which came from the story mode trailer. Sunset Green Hill. Guess what it is? Green Hill Zone Act 2 from Sonic Generations. You watch it carefully, you'll see where the similarities are unmistakable. Then there's Chemical Plant. Guess what that is? Chemical Plant Act 2 in Sonic Generations. You got it. And finally, there's this highway stage. But unlike in the trailer, which featured a 3D variant, this one was 2D. Anyway, some have called this Radical Highway, others have called this Skyscraper Scamper. I'm leaning more toward this being Radical Highway from Sonic Generations 3DS, as that did feature a 2D variant, whereas the original Sonic Adventure 2, as far as I can recall, did not. As far as it being Skyscraper Scamper, I think we can rule that out, because I went back and watched the footage for Acts 1 and 2 in Sonic Unleashed, and I didn't find any similarities there, though it's possible I may have missed them. But I find it more likely that this was taken from Generations 3DS, as they are reusing Generations assets. As far as a highway stage possibly being a copy of another legacy stage, I'm undecided on that. I don't know yet. So I still have a smidgen of hope that the rest of Cyberspace will come with surprises of its own, but that hope is tough to maintain when you realize that most of the Cyberspace stages revealed up until now have been copied stages. Granted, we have plenty of Cyberspace stages left to see still, so I'm not going to declare them a lost cause until I see more. I'm trying not to repeat my mistake from 2 months ago, where I feared the worst after seeing the first wave of footage for Frontiers. Though in my defense, my concern was justified because let's face it, the marketing at the time was abysmal. They have improved on this since though, if the reception to Gamescom has been anything to go by. I mean, the reveal for the Sonic Frontiers story mode trailer is the second most viewed piece of content at the event, losing only to Genshin Impact. That is very promising. But for reused level assets popping up this often? I don't know, man, I can't help feeling anxious, but we'll see. There's something about the way they're being labeled that is confusing me. In previous stories of Sonic Frontiers, it was said that Green Hill would have 4 variants, and each one was numbered 1-1, 1-2, 1-3, 1-4. That's my interpretation from this post anyway. It's based on a digital cover from Game Informer that talked about Sonic Frontiers. But in this demo, Green Hill is labeled as 1-1, Sky Sanctuary is 1-2, Chemical Plant is 1-5, and the highway stage is 1-3. I don't think we've seen 1-4 yet, though more than likely, it's Sunset Green Hill from the story mode trailer. I think that one is 1-4. I have a lot more to say on the subject, but I'm going to save it for another video. This Twitter clip from StartZHHK reveals the options page in full. You remember those customizable sliders for things like Sonic's speed, his boost, his turning, among other things? They're all right here in the game settings. Change them up however you want and have fun. What's that? You want gameplay audio that isn't taken from any trailer? Well, you're about to get your wish. These 2 Twitter clips right here contain samples of the battle music that is heard when you fight against the Ninja Guardian, and the open zone music for Chrono's Island. I had them muted here because I'd prefer for you to check out the original source for yourself. It'll be linked in the description below. I like how the battle music is sounding. I'm only wondering how it's gonna sound when you fight against the bosses like the Ashura Titan, you know, that multi-legged titan that we've seen since the first combat gameplay trailer. Next up, cutscenes, with a boss fight bundled in with them. Oh man, this is where it's gonna get good. For a 15-minute showcase from GameXplain, we've been shown the entirety of the first cutscene. Although that was already taken care of thanks to screenshots and clips from yesterday, so there was nothing groundbreaking here. But we did get at least 3 of the brand new cutscenes that I know of. There may be more floating around by the time this video goes up, but we're gonna stick to what I know so far. Let's start with cutscene. I can't read the dialogue here because the quality isn't clear enough and part of the view was blocked, but we can see a conversation unfolding between Sonic and Amy, with the latter appearing to be in a ghostly state. Then there's another cutscene where Sonic confronts the Titan that Sage brought with her in the Nintendo Direct trailer. And boy, Sonic gets practically bodied here! Man! He's shown in a vulnerable light. And now, I'm kinda unsettled by this, maybe even a little scared. Sonic's got a lot of practice to do before he can hope to stand toe-to-toe with this guy. I sure like the sequence where Sonic was jumping between bowls and trying to attack him though. That was epic! One more note about the boss fights is that you see the day-night cycle in full swing. There's something more than 10 times as intimidating about fighting Godzilla-sized machines in the dead of night. This is getting me feeling some type of way. It may be such a minor detail to you, but to me, it's just too sick. Come on, Frontiers, where are you? There he is! We were just talking about this guy a couple of weeks ago. I am the Eggman. That's what I am the Eggman. Alright, I'll stop. But there he is, our first official sighting of Eggman in Sonic Frontiers. And the poor guy is trapped in cyberspace right now, specifically at the highway stage that we were just talking about. I'm guessing this comes up before or after the opening, before the game begins in full? Possibly? Maybe? There's not a lot of context to be found here though, just the fact that Eggman is trapped right now. I like how just as I'm about to wrap up this video, I find one more cutscene. But man am I glad I could add this one in there. It shows Sonic rescuing Amy from her prison, although she appears to still be suffering from the after effects of it, as she still partly resembles a phantom, but she's there, safe and sound. I also really like the interaction between Sonic and Amy. I'm starting to think this will be one of the best points of the story mode. He and Flynn out here doing some good work. This screenshot right here contains our first look at the Elder Koco, or who I assume is the Elder Koco. I know it's also the Hermit Koco, and you take your collectibles to both of them for upgrades. I can't read the dialogue here, the quality isn't clear enough, but just putting it out there. Remember that training mode feature mapped to the down button on the D-pad? I talked about it in my last video. I figured it was specifically for loading screens, but as it turns out, you can jump straight into the training room from anywhere in the game just by pressing down. You don't need to wait for a loading screen in order to do that. Huh, I actually really like this. It'll give newer players a chance to refresh themselves on their controls before they get back into the game. That is cool. Wait. Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that Big the Cat? Big the Cat? Ah man! We'd already known that he would be in the game, but this is our first official sighting of everybody's favorite big purple cat. Man! Sadly, we don't see any footage of the fishing minigame. Maybe that'll change though? I remember making like a 13-minute video gushing about the drop dash and its significance to Sonic, and here we have a clip of it being demonstrated in full for Sonic Frontiers. Same for the bounce stomp. Both are looking like fun tools to play around with, especially the drop dash. You don't even lose your momentum. Oh, sorry. Are we not supposed to say momentum anymore? My bad. But seriously, you don't even lose your momentum if the game freezes while another event is ongoing. As soon as you get back control, You continue moving with the drop dash as if nothing ever happened. I like this. And yo, look at how smoothly Sonic is turning here. Look at this, look at this, look at how smooth that is. Brah! I mentioned Star to the HHK earlier. You can officially add him to the crowd of people who are pleased with what they played at Gamescom and are looking forward to its release. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. Oh, look, a cameo from my man Jaden XV, a fellow Sonic content creator. Anyway, he noticed something from one of the loading screens. That symbol there looks familiar, almost like it came from another Sonic game that I might know of. Anyone here want to tell me which one that is? Might have to do with a series Takashi Iizuka implied wanting to continue in an interview with IGN. There are no plans to do that yet though, but it's an idea he's tossing around. You guys are teasing us at this point, I'm more than convinced of that. I think that about covers everything of note here, at least until I have to do this again, and I will have to do this again. But I don't mind, your boy's ecstatic for Frontiers and he can't wait to finally own the game. Even if he is a little let down about what's going on with Cyberspace, but oh well, what are you gonna do, huh? So, I'll see you in my next video. I will try to link every piece of content that was used for reference in this video in the description below in case you want to look them up. Hopefully I'll get all of it because there was a lot to go over in both this video and the last one. It was a lot to keep up with. I'll see y'all next time, and as always, hit that sub button and ring that bell if you want more Sonic content, and drop me those likes and comments if you enjoyed this video. Peace! Don't forget, blue blurs for life.